Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Introduce is from Group 4. My name is Muhammad Arfan.
My name is Indra Pramadya.
My name is Arif Rahman Hakim.
We want to discuss about chapter 12, Object Oriented Design, Object and Object Class, Object Oriented Design Process, and Design Evolution. Object-oriented design is a design strategy in which the system designer thinks of things and not operation or function. The running system consists of interacting objects that maintain their own local state and provide operation for that state information. Object-based design is an object-oriented development section where strategies are used throughout the process. Object-oriented analysis that deals with the development of models that are oriented towards the application domain. Object-oriented design relates to the development of object-oriented models of software system for the implementation of identified requirements. Object-oriented programming that deals with the realization of software design with object-oriented language. Object-oriented programming language such as Java support the direct implementation of object and provide facility for defining object class. Transition between development stage should be smooth with the same notation used at each stage. Moving to the next stage involves refining the previous stage by adding details to existing object class and planning new class to provide additional features. A system consisting of interacting object. Object and object class. Object are entities that have definite states of an operation that operate at the status is represented as a set of object attributes. Object created according to the definition of the object class. The definition class serves as a template for creating object. Object communicate by soliciting service from other object and if necessary by exchanging information required for the provision of service. Object class can be arranged in a more specific hierarchy. A more specific object class that is completely consistent with general object class but does include and other information in UML generalization are indicated by an row pointing to the class of the parent. Concurrent object 1. Server. The server on which the object is released as a parallel process with methods associated with the operation of the special object. Methods are initiate of response or external message and can run parallel to method associated with other object. 2. The active object. The active object in which the object states can be changed by internal operation that run within the object itself. The process displaying object continues to perform this operation so it never delays itself.
This is an active object implementation using a Java thread. Information system design concept object-based Interaction analysis and detection is a new way in number of problems using the model created according to the concept around the real world. The basis of correction is an object with a combination of data structure and inner behavior on entity. Outline information system development, system design approach, system modeling, concept object oriented design, introduction UML, step design as a use UML, example as a developed with the object oriented approach. System modeling. Modeling is simplified presentation of complex reality, usually aimed at the understanding that reality and processing the same future as its clone is performing tasks or solving problems. Modeling is form of simplification of very complex elements and components to facilitate understanding of the information required. These objects as attributes we have before. Behavior is done by the messages. On step this a child attempt to predict and manipulate the environment. System modeling, scenario basic modeling, flow oriented modeling, class based modeling, behavior modeling. Modeling based on scenarios. In the system modeling carried out from the user point of view. This modeling uses UML, a Unified Modeling Language. This is the Unified Modeling Language. Flow-based modeling. This modeling defines how data objects are transformed by a process function, usually modeled with data flow diagram. Data flow diagram DFD are the graphic representation of the process-oriented application system. The component of DFD are process, data stream, data store, and entities.
Object-oriented design concept, OOD, object-oriented design. Object-oriented design and analysis is a new way in thinking a problem. Using model made according to concept around the real world. The basis for creation is object. That is a combination of data structure and behavior in one entity. Definition. Oriented object means that we are organized device solved as a collection of specific objects that have structured data and behavior. OOD characteristic. The object-oriented system development methodology has three main characteristics: encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. Encapsulation collection. Encapsulation is the basis for scope limitation program against process data. Data and process or function are packaged together in an object so that other procedure or function from outside cannot access them. Data is protected from procedure or other object. Example, procedure that resides in the object itself. Example, account object information or properties, account number, name, address, etc. Account object behavior or methods, open, close, withdraw, deposit, change name, change address, etc. We wrap or encapsulate this information and behavior on the account object. So that change in the banking system related to account are implemented simply on the object of the account. Inheritance. Inheritance is technique that starts still from object will inherit data or attributes and method from their parents directly. The attributes and methods of the parents object are inherent to the child object and soon. Polymorphism, polymorphism, namely the concept that states that some can have different form and behavior. Polymorphism has the meaning that the same operation may behave different in different places. UML, Unified Modeling Language. UML is a set of standard diagram and notation for modeling object-oriented system and describe the underlying semantic regarding the meaning of the diagram and symbol. UML can be used to model many types of system, software system, hardware system, and real-world organization. UML provides diagram type. Getting started with UML. One of the activities that must be done first in modeling a large-scale system or system at the enterprise level is breaking the system into arrays that make it easier to handle. Whatever the names of the arrays, domains, categories, or subsystem, the idea is the same. Break the system to in arrays that have subjective similarities. Diagram in UML. Use case diagram to model business process. Sequence diagram to model message delivery between objects. Collaboration diagram to model object interaction. State diagram to model the behavior of object in the system. Activity diagram to model use case behavior, object, or operation. Class diagram to model statistic class structure in the system. Object diagram to model the static structure of object in the system. Component diagram to model components. Deployment diagram to the distribution system. Design evaluation. An important benefit of an object-oriented approach to design is its ability to simply for problem of making change to design. The reason for this is to the set representation of the object which does not affect the design. To illustrate the resonance of an object-oriented society assumes that environment noise is added to each weather station. To modify the design, the following change must be made. An object class name its air quality should be introduced as a part of weather session at the same level as weather data. The report air quality operation must be held to the weather station to send pollution information to the central computer. The weather station software must be free so that pollution reading are automatically rated by the top weather station objects. Object presenting the type of pollution monitoring instrument should be added. In this case, the levels of nitrogen oxide and gasoline can be measured. This is picture hierarchy of generation.
That's all, and thank you from our group Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.